Hey everybody, Jake here from Clinetimephotography, and welcome back to the garage. I say the garage because I unfortunately do not have a nice fancy office that I do all my YouTube videos on. I do my stuff right here in the garage. This is where it is, people. This is where the magic happens. This is where stuff gets built, occasionally destroyed, and occasionally blood, sweat, and tears are spilled. So, with that being said, let's move on to the topic of discussion today. So, shackles. We're going to talk about shackles. Old technology, new technology. Hard shackles. These were revolutionary back in the day, offered a lot of pros and cons. Pros are they are super durable, they do not break very easily, and only con though is they're kind of heavy. You add about 4 or 5 of these together, and definitely you got some weight going on. Newer technology. Soft shackles. I love these things. These are kind of the new era of recovery technology, if that's such a thing, which I don't know, might be a term, but if it is a term, becomes a term. I said it first. Anyway, this is a recovery soft shackle from Guardian of Bravery. Love the design of it. Love how he has really taken this to another level. And I'll kind of show you why. Let's take a closer look. Okay, soft shackles, very simple design, right? Basically what they took rope, kind of wove it in some really cool patterns, and then basically make it so it can lock in on itself. So in order to make it a shackle and attach it to something, you create your loop, feed your knot through. Something that you want to also make sure you do is feed all of your slack forward. That way you can make this hole a lot smaller, so that way it secures a lot better, and then there you go. That is your shackle. Very, very cool little design. Now, I mentioned how I really enjoy Guardian of Bravery's design of this. Let me kind of talk about why. For one, it's orange, okay? I love orange. You know why? Because when it's really dark, I can actually see my equipment and where it is in case I drop it, because that happens. You know, I'm not a fan of having my equipment like black or brown or green or stuff like that because I want to be able to see it. That right there is an awesome design. Second thing he did that was really cool, and I don't think this is very common yet, is he secured the knot with a rubber coating. I say secure. What do I mean by that? Well, if you look at the design of this soft shackle, they are designed to bite on itself. So a lot of your strength is built on the possibility or on the idea of this loop holding onto this knot. So an easy way that he figured out in order to make sure that that knot's not going to come undone, coat it in rubber. Great idea. Another thing that this does, this knot, again, as we said, is super integral for the strength of this, is he protected it. The rubber coating protects this knot from getting frayed, from getting damaged, or anything like that. So it's like a double feature. I really like the idea of that, and I don't think a lot of people do it. Another thing he did, and I thought this was cool too, he added a protective sheath. That doesn't seem like something that is really unique, but when you really look at it, that is going to make these last a lot longer because all of your wear and tear is going to be happening in this area right here, right at your contact points. Let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. So let's put this up right here, put that right there, go through right here, go through right there. Let's make sure we position this so our contact points are being covered by the sheath. Let's go ahead and apply this. Bring all of our slack forward. That way we make sure our loop is nice and taut so our hole is smaller. And let's position this a little bit. And there you go. Perfect idea. Look at all of our contact points here and here is all protected by this sheath. That is an incredible idea. Something else I want to show you guys real quick that a lot of people have different opinions on is how they attach their soft shackles. Here, this is my preferred method. This basically how this works is it creates like a lateral bite. I'm going to use some fancy terms here. I don't know if it makes sense or not, but a lateral bite on this knot. So basically what this hard shackle doing is it's pulling this direction. And what that is doing is also holding this knot in position. So you do not have to worry, in theory, about this knot slipping through. Versus, let's say you do this method, well, now you kind of see it change the position of this knot. So now, theoretically, this knot has a greater chance of slipping through right here. That's just a personal preference. I've been doing it this way for a long time, and I really like it. All right, so another factor that is really going to be important for these is sizes, specifically the weight of your vehicle. Some of us drive cars, vans, trucks. It's important to know the size of your vehicle so you know which one to get for your soft shackles. So let me kind of show you what I mean right here. So we're going to go over to the guardianofbravery.com site here. Go ahead and scroll down. That's another thing he does is he does patches and then lighting tool recovery bags. She does shirt printing, all that cool stuff. But all right, here we go. All the good stuff. Soft shackle, kinetic recovery rope. Let's go over to our 1/2-inch soft shackle. All right, that's the one we're talking about right here. So I want you to pay attention to this. Average braking strength, 34,300 pounds. 8,575 pounds of working load limit. So where does that come into play? So let's say my vehicle, which I know my size of my weight of my vehicle is 7,000 pounds. This will be perfect. Why? Because it falls within the parameters of that. When they develop these average braking strengths and working load limits, companies built it on a 4-to-1 safety factor or 5-to-1 depending on the company. So yes, they basically add in that extra little area just in case you exceed your working load limit. Now, I do not recommend you getting, like for example, this is rated, as we stated, for 8,575 pounds. If your vehicle weighs 8,400 pounds, I wouldn't recommend getting this one. I would recommend getting the next one up. Get one that's like 10,000 pounds or 11,000 pounds. And here's why. Now, let's say that you have your vehicle and it's stuck in sand or mud and it weighs 8,400 pounds. So you're already going to be pulling 8,400 pounds, right? Rope here, 8,400 pounds, pulling. What you may not think about is what it is stuck in, sand, mud, gravel. If you're pulling it over an object, you're going to be pulling excess of 8,400 pounds. You could be pulling 8,700 pounds, 8,800 pounds. So it is important to have that extra working load limit so you know exactly that you are going to be within the correct parameters. So keep that in mind. This is, again, one of those moments where it's really important to know your limits of your vehicle and especially your weight. All right, now next thing we're going to talk about is maintenance. These require a little bit more careful maintenance than your typical hard shackle. Storage. You want to store these in areas that aren't going to get super dusty, super dirty, and just going to coat these things with dirt by the time you're getting ready to use them. You want to try and keep them clean for the most part. Reason being, any type of dirt, anything like that, that's going to get in here is going to get buried into your strands. You definitely do not want any dirt in here into the strands because after time, what it's going to do is start cutting the strands and start getting deeper and deeper and start messing up your strands. You do not want that. Another thing for these, do not step on these. This is rope. If you have any dirt or anything on here, again, stepping on it will smash that dirt and that residue further into your rope and get into more of the fibers. So do not step on these. Cleaning them. It's rope. Super easy to clean. If you have a little rope wash that you can make, look up on YouTube. You can make a rope washer out of like PVC. Run them through the rope washer. Clean the rope, make it all nice and clean. Don't store them wet because, again, these are fibers, so they will get kind of mildewy. So put them out to dry. When you put them out to dry, don't put them in direct sunlight. Obviously, put them in like an area that's going to be nice and warm where they're going to dry and then stow them away. It's just like anything else. You take care of your air compressor, you take care of all your other recovery equipment. These are no different. You want to take care of them. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please contact Joe over at Guardian Bravery. He can give you all the cool little tech specs on these. If you're not really sure what size to get, he can definitely help you out with that. He's got, like I said, all kinds of different stuff, tools, equipment, and different gear that you can work with. hit him up. Super cool guy. He'll be more than willing to help you guys out with all your recovery needs. If you guys have any questions for me on this that I might be able to help you out, you can also message me as well. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.